Hey out there, this is Bradford, your carnivore curmudgeon, with an introduction that I am an actual carnivore. I am not an actual curmudgeon mostly. But today I guess I'm mostly a carnivore because I'm bringing to you a keto recipe. That's right, a low carb keto chicken enchilada stew. Just something a little bit different, something that's exceptionally tasty and very easy to make. So, a few easy steps I thought I'd go through. Get yourself some veggies, a nice green pepper, a nice red pepper. Need a small can of green chilies, and I used about a half an onion in this recipe. Now, take your handy dandy slicing device and make sort of quick work out of these peppers. This is very rustic, it doesn't need to be fancy. I made mine into slices. I like the way the consistency of them when they're all the way cooked. Kind of mushy, but still have some substance to them. And we're going to do the same thing for both peppers and the onion. And you can use more onion if you like. It's just I used a Vidalia and I didn't want to overdo it with the sugars in the onion, which it can mount up fast. In addition to the green chilies in this stew, you're going to need a can of petite cut diced, or just diced. I guess they don't have to be petite. Sounds awful fancy. Going to need a little bit of coconut oil in the crock pot. About 2 tablespoons is all you need. You could also use tallow or olive oil or chicken fat, or you could skip it altogether if you really wanted to. Also, I forgot to mention, 1 small can of tomato sauce will go into this. This is sort of what they call a dump meal. You just sort of dump it all in the crock pot like I did with this is 2 cups of cooked chicken that I had left over from making some other things. You can make this with fresh chicken and just cook it longer. But everybody in the pool here, and again, nothing fancy. You can do it in whatever kind of layers you like, or you can just drop it all in from the top like I did. I figure it's all going to sit and cook and stew for 4 to 8 hours anyhow, so at some point it's all going to get stirred up and mixed in together. In go the can of green chilies, which adds a little bit of moisture, as well as the tomato sauce and the diced tomatoes. That's about all the moisture you need for this. But I am going to add just a little bit more because my chicken was already cooked. And I'm coming to that. Your favorite amount of chili powder gives this the nice chili taste. We like a lot of chili powder when we make chili basting dishes. That's a little bit of cumin powder. Don't tell my wife, she hates it, but it's always in there and she doesn't usually notice it. Several sprinkles of some oregano. You could use fresh. And here I'm going to come in with some leftover chicken broth, that nice gelatinous, fatty broth that I cooked this chicken in the Instant Pot a couple days ago. And I'm just doing it for a little extra flavor and a little extra moisture because, as I said, my chicken was already cooked, so it's not going to be releasing any of its own juices. And look at that, peeps. It looks good enough to eat just like it is, and I suppose you could since the chicken's already cooked. But I'm going to put this in the crock pot for actually on low for 8 hours, just because I was gone for the day. But this is what was waiting for me when I got home. And man, did it smell good. The whole house smelled just terrific with that chili spice aroma. And then this chicken was, all broken down, and it made a beautiful broth. And we're going to give it a try. Little dollop of sour cream makes everything better. Okay, here goes. Chicken enchilada stew. Low carb version, keto if you will. Definitely low carb. Got a little dollop of sour cream on there. Looks fantastic. You can also tell I'm going to burn the surface of my tongue off. Let's try it.
It's so good. It's just warm and inviting. It's got the great chili, spices in there, but it's not overpowering. It's not too hot. You could always add heat to this. And every now and then, you just, maybe like me, want something chickeny that's not just roast chicken. The majority of this will actually be going to coworkers, because I've got a couple of hungry coworkers that I like to bring food when I experiment, but some of it's for me.
And I'll put a list of the ingredients below in the notes. Hope you give it a try, and I'd love to hear how it turns out. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.